Welcome back to your Aces franchise. If you missed the last episode, we simmed all the way until the end of April, as well as we made a trade. We traded for Jorge Alcala from the Twins. These stats are not realistic to how he's done. He has not pitched a game for us yet, so we are still looking to raise that inning total and lower that ERA, but I have faith in him. Also, if you missed last episode, we signed Jorge Alfaro because Eric Haas got injured for 6 months. 6 months. That is crazy. We still have Kyle McCann as our backup, and honestly, I'm thinking of moving him as a starter. So I'm going to do that right now because he's a rookie. He's still got some time to prove that he's good, and he's got some in the tank, you know? So what I want to do next is I want to sim until the 6th of May, and I want to play this series against the Rangers, and specifically I want to play this game. So let's go ahead and sim to that. While simming, we come up with a situation where against the Marlins, down by 1, in the 8th inning we have Kyle Stowers up and Lawrence Butler on second. So let's go ahead and jump in this game. Kyle Stowers up, 0-1 count. Let's see what he'll do here with the pitch from Anthony Bender. Fouled off to the side. Kyle Stowers has been pretty good for us. He's been definitely a surprising player. I knew that he would be good, but I didn't expect him to be this good as he strikes out on that slider inside. Terrible pitch to swing at, but you know, Bender could be nasty. That brings up the backup catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Takes a pitch straight down the middle. Swing. 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout. I want to see him drive this run. Drive a run off to... And that's caught by the right fielder. And that will end the 8th inning. We'll see if we can get another chance to tie this game. Going back to the game, we have a very high situation. We have Matthew Batten up and Jake McCarthy on first base with no outs, down by 1 in the bottom of the 9th. Let's go ahead and jump into this game. Matthew Batten up already with a walk and a stolen base. He's 2 for 10 in the series, so definitely looking to add that hit right here. Not just for the importance of it, but because of he's got to get those stats up, man. As a team, that's not great. We look for individual performance, and Matthew Batten's definitely a high point on this team that I think we can definitely look to build around. Let's see, 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Taken low, the slider. 3-2 count. Let's see what Batten will do here. Batten bat the ball. And that's taken outside for a walk. That'll bring up Nelson Velasquez, the slugger, who still is struggling this season early on. Let's see if he can try to get things going right here against Tanner Scott, the lefty. Check his swing, and they will call that. Also, I want to talk about Jake McCarthy there on second base. 10 stolen bases already. So great numbers right there from him. They'll say he didn't go. Ump looking a little too old to be umping maybe. But we'll ignore that. Fouled off just early on the fastball inside. Could have been a nice pitch to swing at. The 2-2. Fouled off. The at-bat continues. Looking for Velasquez to drive to right center off a lefty right now. See what he'll do. Check his swing, and they will say he did not go. Thankfully, the ump can still see, even though he looks pretty old. That one, driven to left field, going back on it. Back at the wall on the warning track, and he'll catch it. Good try from Velasquez. Just missed a home run right there. That'll bring up Eligiros Montero, who's also struggling so far into this season. Looking if he can turn things around right here. Takes that pitch. Probably should have hit it, but give Montero the chance to continue this at bat and see what he can do. 1-2 count. Taken inside and low. Rounded, second base, fielded, throw to first. Shortstop first. And the Marlins will win this game. That'll bring us into the game against the Texas Rangers, your last season's champions. Got Nelson Velasquez. He's got a new haircut. Hopefully the haircut can change that bad juju he's had. Which will bring up Emmett Sheen onto the mound for us. Our ace. He's having an alright season. Definitely looking to change things around. He's had a few different catchers this season, so hopefully McCann and him can pull this game together. Let's see. Grounded through the second base hole, and Velasquez will throw to second, and that will be a base hit for Leody Taveras to lead off the game. Not a great start from Emmett, but we'll see what it can do. Grounded past the third baseman all the way to the wall. Stowers will pick it up and throw, firing to third, to home, and the runner will be out at home. What a throw from Stowers, and a backup throw from the third baseman, saving a run. The 1-2 pitch, curveball low. See, Seager will take that for a ball. See, test Seager right here. Ground ball to the right side. Seager having a great season so far. Let's see what he'll do. And he swings on that one. Shortstop, Arise throws, and he will be out at first for the second out of this inning. Emmett Sheen hopefully pulling this together. That'll bring up Adolis Garcia, who has a gold glove in 2023. Probably should have won in 2022, but, you know, sometimes baseball can be politics. And that ball is absolutely mashed. Stowers back, and that ball will continue to go into the second set of seats. And that is a home run that was absolutely crushed. 468, 113 miles per hour off the bat. This is why the Rangers were your reigning World Series champions right here. That will be 2 men on for Emmett Sheen, trying to get out of this inning, 1 out away. Let's see what he'll do against Ezekiel Duran. Ezekiel Duran to right field. Velasquez fields, fires home. What a throw, and he will be out, safe at the plate, the ump says. The ump might need some new glasses because I think he was out at the plate. Let's watch this again. Absolutely great hit from Ezekiel Duran. Let's see. It will not show the play at the plate. Emmett Sheen, 3-2 count. On deck is Wyatt Langford, the rookie. Let's see what Emmett Sheen can do if he can get out. And he will not. And that will be bases loaded for Wyatt Langford, the rookie. Who, shout out Wyatt Langford, straight out of college into the MLB. Let's see what he'll do here. It's a changeup taken inside low for strike. And that's a strikeout. Emmett Sheen gets out of the inning, but not before he can allow 3 runs to score. Let's see what the Aces will do at the bottom of the inning. The Aces will be facing against Nathan Eovaldi, who's having a great season so far. A 2.76 ERA, 109 WHIP in 42 innings, a 2-0 record. Yeah, he's been elite. That'll bring up Jake McCarthy, who's tied for 4th in the AL with 10 stolen bases. Good job, Jake. As he leads off with the fly ball to center field, and Leody Taveras will track it down, and that will be the first out of the inning for the Aces. That'll bring up Matthew Batten. He's tied for 1st with 16 RBIs. He's been definitely good with runners in scoring position. See what he could do here. The 1-2 pitch from Nathan Eovaldi to Matthew Batten. Let's see what will happen. And the ump calls a low splitter. Batten not happy about that. What a terrible call from the home plate ump after he already missed the play at the home. Wow. Wow. Looks like Angel Hernandez is behind the plate today. That'll bring up Nelson Velasquez. Looking for his first hit of the game. Trying to get that bat going. See what he'll do. And that's driven into left. Wyatt Langford will field it, and that is a hit for Nelson Velasquez. That is a great way to start out the game for him. Trying to get that average up. It's a base knock. That'll bring up Eligiros Montero. Man on. See what he can do. Swings at the cutter high. Almost at his head. He's going to look at the bat. He's going to blame it on the bat. Alright. Not great. Not great at all. Not what you want to see. 7 pitches already for Nathan Eovaldi in this at-bat. And that will be the 8th in a walk for Elegiros Montero. And that will bring up Dominic Smith. 2 home runs in his last 3 games. Let's see what he'll do here. Taken low, and Dom Smith will walk. Loading the bases for Lawrence Butler, the young rookie. Let's see what he'll do. Looking to drive in at least 1 here. And that will be a strikeout. And that will end the first inning. That brings us to the top of the second, where the lineup will flip over. Already their second at-bats of the game. Leody Taveras up. He'll take that low fastball. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming. Be a 2-seam. Looking for it to be lower. And it's grounded to second base. And that will be thrown to first from Batten. And that will be the first out of the inning. That's grounded to second base to Batten. Again to first. And that will be the second out of the inning. Batten getting some good plays in here. Just moved to second base a few games ago, so love to see that. Change up to Arise. And that will be thrown to first. And that will be 3 outs. And that will be the end of the second. That'll bring us to the bottom of the second. Gabriel Arise up to hit. Take that ball. Curveball low. Hit up the middle for a hit. Gabriel Arise with his first hit of the game. A single straight up the middle to Leody Taveras. And that's a great way to start off the inning. The base knock right there. That'll bring up Kyle Stowers, the left fielder. The 2-2. Nathan Eovaldi already at 40 pitches today. Stowers looking to get a rise over, and he will strike out swinging on the high fastball. Couldn't quite catch up to it, and that'll be the 3rd strikeout for Eovaldi today. That brings up Kyle McCann, the catcher. That's a hit. Single to left field. Wyatt Langford will throw to the shortstop. To third, I apologize. And that will be 2 runners on. And that will bring up Jake McCarthy, the leadoff hitter. Looking to drive in a run here at second base. See what he'll do. That's grounded to shortstop. He'll touch second and throw to first. But Stowers will beat it out at first, saving the double play. And the inning will continue. And that will bring up Matthew Batten. Looking to drive in the run at third. Only 90 feet away. 1 base away. See what Batten will do. 0-0 pitch is fouled off. 1-2 count. You have to be wondering if Jake McCarthy could be running here. And he is. And Batten will strike out swinging to end the bottom second. That will bring us to the bottom of the 4th, where Lawrence Butler is up to hit. Nathan Eovaldi's pitch count evening out. See what Butler can do. A 1-2 pitch from Eovaldi. And that ball's absolutely crushed! Lawrence Butler with the solo shot. That ball is absolutely mashed. Goodbye, baseball. Lawrence Butler round the bases. Boom! 393, but man, was that ball crushed. That was absolutely smashed into the fountain.
Music licensing reimagined.
Gabriel Rice, 0-0 count. He'll hit a ground ball to shortstop. Seager, Fields, throws. And Arise will be out at first. Kyle Stowers leading the team in doubles. Let's see if he can get his 10th double here. He swings at the low pitch. The 0-2. He swung on and missed. Catcher drops the ball, but will throw it to first. And that will be the 2nd out in the 5th strikeout in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Kyle McCann, the catcher, already with a base hit in this game. Let's see if he can add on to that total. Take a ball inside. That will be a strikeout swinging for Kyle McCann, the 6th of the game for Eovaldi. That brings us to the top of the 5th with 2 runners on for Marcus Semien, the parental MVP vote getter, as that's a fastball taken inside and low that will just miss at the top of the zone. Runners will advance on a Kyle McCann on a Emmett Sheen passed ball and wild pitch. That's grounded to shortstop, thrown to first, but a run will score, and that will make it a 5-1 game. Emmett Sheehan, not his greatest stuff today, as he's already at 80 pitches in the top of the 5th. That brings up Josh Young as he fouls off that pitch for an 0-2 count. And that one is singled up the middle. Runner will try to advance home. The throw from center field will just be late, and the Rangers will take a 6-1 lead here against your Aces. You have to be wondering if this will be Sheehan's last batter, as he gets the call on the inside corner. Angel Hernandez back, but it's a call for us, so we'll take it. Slider away, taken for a ball. See if Emmett Sheehan can get out of this inning before his last batter, as that one is popped to right field. The runner's running, outfielders keep going, and they keep going, and it hits off the wall. And this should bring in another run, as Ezekiel Duran has his 2nd double of the game and his 3rd RBI. That will bring in the recently acquired Jorge Alcala, as he's already lowered his ERA a little bit during sim. We'll see what he can do here against Jonah Heim. That one popped, and it will bloop just right over this 3rd baseman's head, and will be fired to second as another run comes across the score. The Rangers now have the lead 8-1. That one popped to center field. The center fielder will have it as Jake McCarthy makes the catch, and that will end the 5th inning. That brings us to the bottom of the 5th with 2 men on, 1st and 3rd, with Nelson Velasquez up. See if he can drive in a run. Tied for 1st in home runs. 3-run home run would change this game. Nice call from the ump right there. Thankfully, not against us and for us again. You have to be wondering if the Aces manager paid off this ump, as there's a ground ball to first, and that will be a double play, as that is a line drive to first base, and the runner is tagged out at first. Just completely unfortunate for Velasquez, who hit that ball very hard. That'll bring up Elegiros Montero. 0 for 1 today, looking to drive in the run. He's completely way too early on that cutter. That will bring us to the bottom of the 9th, where the Rangers are now up 14-1, as the Rangers still somehow bring in their closer, which is very confusing, but whatever floats your boat. That'll bring up Kyle McCann, who laces this ball left center field, and that will be caught for the 1st out. Just late on that one. Could have been something great there, but it's not, as that brings up Jake McCarthy, already a double in this game, looking to get on base to see if something can happen. 0-2, and that hits Jake McCarthy. As bad as that hurts, it can't hurt as bad as looking at this score of the game. We'll see Matthew Batten 1 for 4 today. Let's see if he can advance the runner. And that one's plopped to right field and caught by the right fielder. And that will be the 2nd out of the inning. That will bring up Nelson Velasquez, already a single today in the 1st inning. And that will be a strikeout, as the Rangers will win this game against your Aces. That brings us to the end of May, where your Aces are 11-38, doing absolutely terrible. So, in the next episode, I want you guys to comment down below what players you think we should trade for, because I think we need to completely revamp this team, because the players that we have to build around are not enough. I want this team to be at least like 10-15 games below 500 at this point, but we're going to be speeding through this season, so I want everyone who's watching right now to know that we're going to be speeding through this season. So this first season is going to be only about 4 or 5 episodes long, maybe 6 at most. But once we get into season 2 and season 3, it will be longer and longer for each season. But for now, this season's an absolute nightmare, and it's going to continue to be like that as we continue to rebuild. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to be featured as a prospect in any of these videos and join our minor league, go ahead and put your name down below and comment your position. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.